Ken Johnson with Joe McBride, the new head coach of McKinney Boyd Broncos. How's it feel to be into McKinney? What made you come to McKinney?
Well, it feels great to be here. It's a place I've had a ton of respect for and had a lot of competition against in the past, and and just the reputation of McKinney, the people, the area, the school district has always been one of the top places for any coach to be at, and so for me it was just having the opportunity to join a fine program that already had a good culture and a tradition, and so I just was excited about trying to be their guy.
I decided you to play Friday nights on the lights at this brand new, beautiful $70 million palace.
Well, I'm just excited. I love being with the kids. I love on the sideline and before the game, the workouts. The whole process is incredible, and and this stadium just adds to it. That's great for kids. To have a big time place that they feel great about playing every Friday night.
How excited are you to play and have a competition district where it's one of the best in the state, where every game is a war, and usually you could be in 4th seed and be better than most teams in the state?
Right. Well, it's just one of those games. It's like the DFW area. It's just every Friday night you better bring your A game because anybody can knock you off, and so the ability to compete against the best is what I've always enjoyed, and that's what my goal is, to try to become the best.
What type of offense do you plan on running?
Well, it's a lot of times based on the kids we have and all that, but immediately 2-back spread, whether that's 2 traditional backs or some type of H-back. But we want to try to be balanced and be able to run the football, but also take advantage of athleticism down the field. How
much did being at Coppell help you for this stage?
Well, it's helped me tremendously. Coppell's a great place to be, and I've had a great 10-year run there, and it's just I can't say enough. It's really done a lot for my career, my wife, my family's. But we played in a lot of big games. I coached a lot of great players there. Some in the NFL now, some didn't make the NFL, but they were great high school football players. Our game Friday night atmosphere was unbelievable. We just it was just a community that embraced sports, and so it just gave me a great idea of what the kids enjoy and what you want to do as a coach to make sure that this is a great event in their life at this age. And so there's a high standard here, and I want to move that standard and make sure I continue that standard here at Boyd.
That leads me to my next question. How much do you think your big game experience, since this program's been lacking that the last 3 years? They went 9-21 over the last 3 years. So how do you think your experience in playing in those playoff games, going on those deep runs, that you can bring here to McKinney Boyd, since they've been lacking that the last few years?
Well, I just want to add to the culture. I think Don Drake, the former coach, did a good job. He's a good friend of mine. He worked hard at it and did a great job. I used to play against him. They're always a tough opponent, and so for me, it's just getting in just getting in there with the kids, building your system, developing that pride to be elite and play amongst the big schools, to just get out there and always put your best foot forward. And then next thing you know, as you do a lot of this and you're making little things a big deal, you're making sure that you're dotting your I's and crossing your T's in your program, you've risen the whole level of what their expectations are, and our expectations are high. I won't hide from them. I want to play in big games. I want to be in that atmosphere, and I want those kids to enjoy that, because that's what they're going to remember forever. And so I think a lot of my kids at Coppell were some of the same kind of kids, and I think that if we can pull it all together and just get them bought in and running in the same direction as the leadership of the coaches, we can get them to rise their level of thinking and what they can do, and that's what our goal is.
I know you've been inside the district, being in Coppell, but I'm pretty sure you know about the High and Boyd intense Crosstown Robbery. How big it is to get back on the winning track after their loss this year? I know that had nothing to do with you, but it's big things around in this part of the world.
Well, yeah, I saw it on the news and all that, and their game, a lot of footage from it. But yeah, anytime you can play and the game's a big deal to kids. You know, when I was a youngster, I played at Louisville and we'd play Plano, and those games were a big deal, and it's fun, and it's things you remember the rest of your life. And you know, when I was at Coppell, we played South Lake, and those were big games. And so for me, it's just part of the whole Friday night atmosphere that makes a kid's years as a teenager just second to none. And so I have a lot of respect for Marcus and what he's done over at McKinney, and Coach Shavers has gotten off to a great start. And so for me, it's just about taking advantage and being the best team we can be at the last game of the year, and seeing what we do.
And final question, with you being the new head man of Red Nation, do you have a message for Red Nation?
Well, I just want to say, Red Nation, I'm excited to be a party. I'm excited to get on the sidelines and to get in the community and get into the school building and get to know everybody. But I can tell you this, I'm going to give everything I got. I'm going to get the kids ready to play, and we're going to represent this program the right way. Thank you. Go Red Nation.